Coming off a tough loss to Vista del Lago on Monday, the Bella Vista Broncos return to action tonight in a critical Capital Valley A conference matchup with West Park. The two teams are tied for third place in the CVCA with identical 3-2 league records. West Park is 6-3 overall and coming off an 11-10 win at home over Oakmont on Monday. BV is 5-5, having lost their last two games to Whitney and Vista del Lago. Interesting note is West Park played Vista del Lago at home last week and lost 8-1. BV likewise gave up 8 goals to the Eagles on Monday's loss in Folsom, but scored 6 of their own. Other than that, the teams have had very similar results in terms of wins and losses and margins of victory or defeat against other common opponents that they share. It's a game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. Playoff positioning and sole possession of third place on the line. Bella Vista and West Park coming your way next, right here on BV Live Sports. Hello, everybody. George Tharlson, David Houseworth. Welcome to our broadcast tonight. We saw a really fun matchup between the Bella Vista girls and the Bella Vista girls.
Right.
And that
Who
was
won?
Well, Bella Vista did, actually. It was really good to see them come together and intermingle the JV and the varsity roster and play really well. But now it is time to turn our focus to the boys' game, as the boys are set to take on West Park, a big league matchup tonight.
Yeah, you said 3 things in the opening right there that are dead on, and that is similar, critical, and playoffs. The two teams are very similar. It is critical for the going forward from here, and it is critical because if either one of these gets to the playoffs, it feels to me like the loser of this team loses trajectory toward the playoffs. The loser of this game loses trajectory toward the playoffs. The winner can keep it. I don't know the math, but it just feels like trajectory will be determined here tonight.
And there is a look at the West Park team. Some folks to talk about on this squad. Number 1 is Ashton Bush. He is a sophomore. He is their leading scorer. Coming in to the game, 23 goals as of the Vista del Lago game. And he was quite impressive last year, 18 goals as a freshman. He was one to watch, and he will definitely be one to watch tonight.
I was talking with their coaches earlier this evening. They did not mention him when they said guys going to the next level, looking at going to the next level. Guys, for that, 36, 4, and evidently 6 is not here tonight. 6, Luke Prestridge. Yes, they said Prestridge. I remember his name from prior years, I think. 36, we've got, who's that? Connor Pinney, and his 4th varsity season on your notes here. And number 6 would be, I'm sorry, Prestridge I did. 36, I did him. And 4, Dylan Schottman.
Dylan Schottman lives up to his name, in fact. He's got 14 goals on the night. So they tell us Luke Prestridge is not here tonight.
They did, yeah.
Okay. Well, and as far as Ashton Bush, their leading scorer, not being a player that's going on to the next level yet, he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, that would be why. He's still got time to figure that out.
I think that a couple of years from now, we are going to be talking about him going on to the next level, by all means. So the Broncos are lined up right now and are on the sidelines, and we're going to get the national anthem here in a few moments, and then we'll get this one underway. now it's time to get this one underway. Conclude off a very fun night of lacrosse here at Bella Vista High School. It is Fair Oaks Lacrosse Night, and so the youth programs are here, and we talked about it with the girls' game, with the JV and the varsity coming together for the scrimmage, and just how it was. How it's a representation of the future meeting the present. Now we also have, watching this game tonight, the real future.
For sure.
The youth programs.
Yeah, the place is crawling with kids, and it's great to see that. And you ought to talk about present and future. We got a little past here as well. I saw in the crowd out here Matt Shupp. He's from BV, class of 06. He coaches at Fair Oaks U8 boys. He and I coached together Summer League All-Stars here in Sacramento years ago, probably more like, 08 or something like that. Took a team to Seattle. So that was a great time. And so Matt's a fixture here in Fair Oaks, has been for a long time. His family's been here a long time. I understand Joe Thomas, class of 24, is going to be here. Plays at Cal. Let's talk to his dad again. His dad, Aaron, U8 boys coach. And so Joe's going to be here playing at Cal. Got a few goals at Cal this year. That's great. And as long as we're doing Old Home Week, one of the refs is Eric Voda. Do you remember the name Voda?
I do not.
Very good player at Vista del Lago a couple of years ago when Vista was really, really hot. He plays at Colorado College now. But Eric Voda and I played on the men's league here in Sacramento probably in the 90s or something. So he still haunts this town and is here to help as a ref.
All right, we are underway here at Bella Vista. Broncos and West Park. Loose ball. That is picked up here by Devin Klein. He's another one. He's a captain on this team. One to watch.
So 36-year Connor Pini, he's one of the talking with the coaches, he's one of the founders of West Park Lacrosse, one of the founding original players of West Park Lacrosse. They're in their 4th year.
Program is in its 4th year. You are correct. And he's been here for every single season so far.
So they got 5 guys. 36, 5, 8, 3, and 19 are the founders who are in there last year.
Klein looking to get it inside. Now they go back to the X. And they are missing one of their top defenders tonight in Luke Prestige. Back behind the net, that's Zach Davis. He's one to watch as well. 14 goals on the season. At least through last week. I did not see an update on their stats. There's a chance and a shot save, Chase Jones from Devin Klein.
Makes you wonder, since these two teams are so similar, I wonder if it might come down to goalies tonight. Both goalies in the cage and goalies in the clear. Coming on, should be guy right here.
That's Cody Simpson. His sister Kenzie played in the earlier game tonight. Cody battling it out. Avery Deacon's over there to help out. And Deacon actually comes up with it. Lonnie. There's a save. And the goalkeeper is Jack McAvoy. McAvoy's a junior. Was their top goalie last year as well. Here comes West Park to the wing. Nathan Frost. Good defense by Trent Sheridan. One goes out of bounds. It will go Bella Vista's way.
So one possession each team, one goalie save each team. Second possession, West Park here. BB creates the turnover, and we're getting a tough ride, so we'll see what happens out of this. Clock's ticking. Clock is ticking for the clear. Got to go.
Jones on the move.
Got to make some decisions.
Evan Merrick back with the varsity squad this week. This game, he also played the varsity game on Monday. He was played JV last Friday against Whitney.
Talk about similar teams. Two teams traded goalie saves, and then they traded failed clears. Now here is yet another failed clear.
Avery Deacon.
Get in the box. There it is. Successful clear.
Deacon is in the box.
BB's up by 1.
Here's Victorin.
That first possession, the shot was a little bit on early offense. Might be good to move it around a little bit. Just, everybody settle down, touch the ball, keep moving it.
Lonnie's looking. Save McAvoy. Loose ball. That is Logan Gazer that's trying to get it with the long stick, number 15. And also Connor O'Brien.
These long ground ball fights will make you tired. Straight over. Yeah. Sidearm missed. Straight over shots are more accurate. Sidearm shots easy to miss, and that's what happened. He was pretty close, inside of 10 yards. Could have buried that. Yellow called, slow the offense down for the sub. BV taking a little time on offense. Makes sense. Victorian likes his left. I'd like to see him move the ball a little bit more. It's okay to take the time. There's 3 shots. Boom.
And a score for Bella Vista. Jackson Ellsworth.
3 shots from, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It was his first goal of the game.
Yeah.
And number 44 on his career 11 for the season.
All 3 shots from a similar place. That's fine. Good placement. That one, good location to take those shots. That one might have been a little harder and pretty well placed up there on the top shelf. Good to get out front. Ooh, what is this? Stop the clock, they're saying something. Ref's talking. They want to change the clock on the stadium clock, on the scoreboard. Clock was saying 6:51. They want something different. Wait for that change to get made. 6:59. If he wins the draw, loses the ground ball. Third possession for West Park. I believe 1 goalie save, 1 turnover so far.
This is Dylan Schottman. Nice pass
Yep.
and a score for West Park. And that is Devin Klein.
See, they built that shot and got that shot at 6 yards. BV's been shooting from 15 and 12. They're 12 or 15 yards shot by BV. The last one scored. But getting inside of 10, getting around 6, a little more deadly. BV's first slide there was good, but the coach has been talking about trying to get that second slide. That may have been what didn't occur as best it could on that one.
And the Broncos come up with that one. Will Victorian.
Get inside the 30, inside the numerals.
And they call the yellow. They got inside the 30. They got inside the box. So the
Successful clear.
So the successful clear. And now here's Deacon.
The velocity of that cut lacked authority. I'd like to see that be a little quicker.
Aaron Bryan. And now here's Simpson.
Lonnie likes his left. Right there, he's
And
inside
he gets
10.
around. He's looking to wind up. Now it sends it to the X, and I don't know, maybe Alonso took his eye off it a little bit.
Need some clock help this evening, maybe. Good thing refs are watching, though. Stadium clock is not exactly what they want. Now they're satisfied. we go. So yeah, Lonnie was at 10 yards there when he passed that. Reasonable shot location. Passed it up. It's a good choice.
And this is Joseph Brooks. Has some running room. This one goes off the side of the net. Chase Jones trying to track it down, but West Park gets to it. There's Penny. It's Christopher Sanchez Romero with the defense. Shotman couldn't get it to Klein. They couldn't bind on that first goal for West Park.
Might go out. Pick it up and go. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Got to blow the whistle. Broncos still need a body. Here he comes.
Broncos taking their time as Simpson comes on.
Hey, we can't stand. Let's move around the pack. Hey, Jonah, you gotta move.
The cutter is Will Victor, and he's immediately double teamed, gets free, still has it, tries to force a shot. He keeps possession somehow out of all of that.
Pretty good job to get himself out of that. See, with that cut and that pass, they both need to be quicker.
Lonnie. Oh, and that trickles off the goalie stick and into the net. So the Broncos score again. Thomas Lonnie, number 82 for his career. He had the first 4 goals of the night against Vista del Lago on Monday. And it eclipsed the 80 mark.
You said critical game. Also critical is getting up early. Getting out ahead early, and BV has done. Up by 2. That's up a little. It is early, so really important for whoever's going to win this game to be in this position.
Off the draw, and Avery Deacon has it for Bella Vista. Here come the Broncos.
Speaking of critical, is being able to go back on offense after that score. That cutter was jogging. There's 3 blue shirts, but only 1 white shirt where that ball got fed.
Lonnie's got it.
Oh.
Alonzo. Oh, that one goes wide. Tried to skip it off the turf.
Yes, he shoot that straight over. It would have gone off the defender's shoulder. The goalie could have been partially screened, and it would have been a much better shot selection. Pretty good ride.
And this is Connor O'Brien.
Did it go over? It went over. It went over. Yep.
That's
Turnover.
over and back. So they have Connor O'Brien and Connor Pinney. And some information that only a broadcaster would point out. Connor O'Brien spells his first name with 1 N and Connor Pinney with 2. You heard it here first.
Yeah, right.
We get you all the important information.
So BV back on offense. How much have they been on offense in this quarter? There's only a couple minutes left. 10 minutes expired already in the quarter, and West Park not on offense so much. BV mostly on offense. Makes you feel good. Better than the opposite.
Off the screen from Merrick, the Broncos move it behind the net. Alonzo, uncontested there. And
timeout White.
Coach Wilson wants a timeout. And that seems to me, because it wasn't anybody that was under any kind of pressure or anything like that. That seems to me that something isn't working.
Or making a plan. There's 2 minutes left in the quarter. We're up by 2, had the ball most of the time. What if we maximize the rest of this quarter with a plan right now? Grab 1 more before the quarter's over, up 3-0. Maybe have the quarter end that way. So Again, since the game is so critical, you need to value every possession. BB's had more of them. Cool. But here we are. Got the ball, 2 minutes in the quarter. Let's make a very specific plan and execute that right here. So you see the BB coach down there. We'll go over to that huddle since they're the ones making the plan. See his head moving, he's talking quickly. He's looking different directions. He's talking to these guys, talking to those guys, head moving. He's up.
Yeah, it's pretty intense right now.
Yeah. And guys are listening, so they say, you do this, you go here, you do this, you go here, and we're going to make this happen here. So, BB's got to feel pretty good. Up by 2, like I said, better than being down by 2. Certainly not home free, and these two teams are, like we said in the beginning, so similar. So maximize this possession we talked about early games. Make this timeout an investment and make it pay off. So restart down here on about, they're down at the goal line. Football goal line on this side of the field. That's where the ball will be. Six white BB guys, 6 blue West Park guys. Just under 2 minutes. Let's see if we can see that BB has made a plan and that they execute it.
Here's Ellsworth.
Good defense.
Tried to get it in front of Lonnie. McAvoy comes up with it for West Park.
Timeout turned into a turnover. Pretty fair. Oh, there goes 15. Could have kept going. Clock is ticking on this clear. It's a good pass.
And they find Dominic Carlavaro momentarily. But Ellsworth is going to be in position here to scoop that one up.
So BV back on offense just a little over a minute. So do you just do the same thing, do your plan again? Run that same plan. Plenty of time for it. Cutter, got to have those passes accurate. Just like in football.
This one's going to go across.
Yeah.
So that'll be over and back and over to West Park.
Just like in football, if the pass goes the wrong location on the receiver's body, it's really hard to catch, and that's what happened there. Good check.
So this is the Broncos' final game before spring break. And it is for West Park as well. Here's a shot. That one goes wide.
Stop the clock. A little late on the clock stop at the stadium.
And now here's Devin Klein. He scored the first goal for West Park.
30 minutes.
He's looking for it now, right out in front of the cutting player, Schottman. And just got it to him, but the shot just a little too tall.
Fed it into 3 yards. Can't let that happen. 30 seconds. Flag down. We're going to hold the ball. Hold the ball. You get no face on the quarter.
And the coaches should be telling him that right here.
Yeah.
There is a shot and a save by Chase Jones. Now, if the Broncos hold, what happens? Of course, actually, they're going to get the ball. Is Chase hurt?
He looks a little hurt, doesn't he? Well, what they're going to do is invoke the penalty. So West Park will go man up for a full time.
Yeah.
So they gave a full time. I missed the call of what exactly the penalty was, but it's full time, so it's 1 or 2 minutes. And with the 13 seconds, you would think West Park should hold the ball right here. Yep. Let these 13 seconds go away, and when the new quarter starts, there will not be a face-off.
By the way, Bella Vista has a lot of the JV players in uniform tonight. There's no JV game tonight. And so a lot of them are suited up. And so there are some numbers on the sideline that you might see when we see the bench. Some players that might get in the game. We will pick them up as we go along and do our best to introduce you. You've seen some of them, like Dean Newman has played some with the varsity. Tate Reed is still injured. In fact, he's at number 3 and is in street clothes. But because there was no JV game, and of course also it's Fair Oaks lacrosse night, get everybody suited up. Let everybody at least be on the sideline for the game.
It's sort of like homecoming, right?
Yeah.
And we got 2 guys here for homecoming, Matt Shupp and Joe Thomas, class of 6 and class of 24. So that makes it homecoming, right?
Yeah, indeed. You got to do that for You got to do that for lacrosse as well. And this is spring break for a lot of the colleges. So Joe Thomas is on break from his time at Cal. And who knows, there might be some others in attendance tonight as well. Kyler Simpson and Nick Tharlson are here too.
Good.
I have
Great.
it on good authority.
Right?
You would think I'd know that Nick Tharlson one.
Might.
but,
Probably never see him, right? So.
Oh, I do. I just didn't know he was going to be at the game.
Yeah.
It's usually non-committal. Here we swing it around. In fact, there is Joe, Nick, and Kyler
Oh, good,
right
yeah.
there.
Okay.
There they are.
They can't hear us, so they don't know.
And then we see some of the girls players that are making their way down as well. Some girls Folax players getting some BV Live Sports airtime. The girls don't even know that they're on camera, but the guys obviously did because Julie coaxed them into looking over and waving. So good to see those guys.
So yeah, a little larger crowd here tonight. Really nice night. And you know, what a great matchup, like we were saying before. These two teams are so similar. So, you know, it's great BV played Whitney last week. A really, really good team. Get to see them, get to play against them. But, you know, the outcome's sort of known even going in. Well, this outcome is unknown. And so it's going to take one of these two teams to earn the win here tonight.
All right, well, it's a close one so far as we get this second quarter underway. Broncos with goals by Jackson Ellsworth and Thomas Lonnie. Those were sandwiched around one goal for Devin Klein. So there is a penalty on West Park as well. So I guess we'll get a regular face-off now. So I don't know what happened. Must have happened in those final 13 seconds, or maybe it was a stick check.
Right, and that most recent one has superseded the prior penalty. That's why BV goes on offense. But they're checking it.
Okay, so they don't face off in that circumstance.
Yeah,
so
I
BV
think-
gets
I
possession of
think
the
this,
ball.
This BV penalty, the West Park penalty having happened later, is the most recent penalty rules, and
Okay.
sets the situation, which is BV no face.
That is why it's so important having David on the call.
I'm
for
kind of
these
assuming
games.
from what's happened here.
Oh, you sounded like an authority there, like
is
you
that-
knew exactly what you were talking about.
I think that's deducing.
Deducing.
I think
okay.
that's deduction.
Well, brilliant deduction,
Yeah.
Sir David.
There's a shot.
That's Will Victorin.
That one went on the ground. That's a good shot placement. Good goalie save. It's a good shot, too.
Quick passing as well. This is Noah Robinson. And now Klein. And you may have heard down below, kill it. Both teams are down a man right now.
Yeah, it's 5-on-5, but BV's penalty is going to expire sooner. So here we
In
go.
fact, there's Rylan Wilson coming off. Because the stick check, that's a 2-minute non-releasable.
Correct,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
So we'll go to 10 minutes on the clock. So there's still a whole minute to go on that penalty. West Park is playing man-down offense. BV has an extra guy out there, so you can be a little more aggressive just like this. Go after that guy, because if the offense guy beats him, the flag there.
Here comes the flag. And
yeah.
now it's going to go right back down to even.
But West Park is killing this penalty. That's really far away, creates a turnover.
And Noah Robinson takes the shot, and now the penalty will be assessed. So we'll be back to even. Both teams a player down for a little bit, and then West Park will go a man up.
Yeah, at the table there, the ref just told us /1 minute. So the West Park penalty will release at 10 minutes even. 41 seconds left in that one. BV's got 1 minute in there, so West Park will have the extra guy for 19 seconds in a little while. Right now, 5-on-5.
So it'll be a man up for 20 seconds after the West Park penalty expires.
That ball will go out.
Bella Vista is going to get possession here. So even strength for a little bit for another 34 seconds.
Five on five, obviously like 6-on-6, but it is a little different.
There's just a little more field to work with.
Yeah, you just got one fewer guy. It's just not quite what you're used to. You can still do it. It's more like pick up on Saturdays when you don't have enough guys.
Cody Simpson
So there's 17 more seconds to kill it, and then BV will have the extra guy for a short time.
And there's Evan Merrick out there. And here is.
Oh, I have it backwards. I have it backwards. Now BV is man down offense. Yeah, you kind of want to kill 20 more seconds, get your extra guy back, go back to 6-on-6. Better get out of there. There's two of them. Get on your horse.
Simpson.
Get on your horse.
Sprinting now to the X position. Looking for the help, and he has the help. That is Merrick on the other side. Broncos to reset the offense now with Deacon. Even strength. Deacon. So they did what they needed to do in closing off that penalty.
Go right back to him, Evan. Right back to him. Right back to him. Coming.
Curling in. Here's a shot and a score. Avery Deacon. A classic curling of the crease.
Well, did you hear the coach call that play? It was go right back to him, Evan. Go right back to him, Evan. Far side had the ball, put it back to the.
Evan went right back to him.
He went right back to him, and then the caught the pass in motion, which creates momentum. That's an excellent kind of move. BV doesn't do it a lot. Had momentum, got him to curl the crease, got a little bit of angle, and boom, shot from 1 yard, 2 yards.
I think that is probably Merrick's first assist of the season.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Good for him. And for Avery Deacon, 15th goal of the year and the 28th of his career.
The feed from Merrick was a good one. Right on target.
Shotman. What a great name for an attacking player in lacrosse.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's got time to decide.
To the wing, right out in front. Chase may have gotten a stick on that as this one goes.
Called it a pass. White. Going White. His first West Park face-off win in a good while. Turned into a turnover. Good check.
That's Avery Deacon. It winds up on the ground. No call.
Called it a trip. Ref on the far left called it a trip.
So we have a flag down. There's Thomas Lonnie. Goes out of bounds.
You know, I think their feet just got tangled. You could call that not a trip, but it looks like they're going to. Yeah, on blue. Re-trip. 1 minute.
Okay, so that is Zach Davis. He is a senior. This is his third varsity season. Had 6 goals in the game against Wood Creek on March 16th.
Penalty started about 8:25, so it'll go down to 7:25. If it lasts that long. No angle.
And the Broncos don't want it to last that long. That's Alonzo with the shot. Loose ball. Alonzo had a chance at it. That's going to be scooped up by the Broncos, and they'll bring it back out along the perimeter.
Roll down.
Simpson gets it back, though. Alonzo.
Unofficially in the penalty, about 20 seconds.
And here's an underhanded shot. That one goes wide.
Unofficial, about 9 seconds left in the penalty.
Broncos continuing the possession, and they have dominated possession time.
I think at the West
So
Park
far.
would be ready. There he goes. There they go. Even.
Victorin on the far side. Simpson will bring it back out. There's Ellsworth. Ellsworth, bouncing shot. McAvoy.
Good save.
Made a couple of big saves tonight.
See how high that bounced, and the goalie tracked that really well. Nice grab. Nice feed. Oh, good defense.
Who's going to get this one? Who's going to be fastest? It's West Park. Here's Klein.
West Park has 2 timeouts. Might you want to use one? You don't have to, but, 6 minutes left, 2 of them in your pocket.
There's a shot from deep by Dylan Klein. That goes outside, goes wide. West Park will keep possession.
Don't overrun him. Slide.
Little too
Another
high.
shot. That one's
Hey guys.
over
you
the
gotta
net.
get it back.
Too high as soon as it left his stick. Oh, that was a little moving picky. Too close. Good grab.
And this is Ashton Bush. We haven't really called his name yet this game, and he's their
Oh,
leading
my God.
scorer. And right out in front, and an easy score for Connor Penny. Great look from Bush.
It was, you saw where Bush's eyes were facing. You could see his face mask facing right into right in front of the goal. He found the guy. BV left him alone. So you got a 36 is a founder of the program there. He's standing on the doorstep, and yes, he drains it. So now it's 3-2, only a 1-goal game. Getting a little different for BV. As much as they've had the ball, BV, much as they've had possession of the ball, the difference in time of possession has not translated as much into difference in score.
Broncos with possession. Off the draw. Holding that 1-goal lead.
7-7 or 3-3's big guy.
And the yellow call from the sideline to slow it down.
That'd be 3-3. Blue's a big guy because that's 3-3 on 3-3, isn't it? Am I reading that properly?
Yeah. It's funny how that happens.
Right?
So you somehow wind up guarding the guy with the same number. So that's the combination. We'll just call them 66.
Right.
There's Avery Deacon with another shot and another save by McAvoy.
That's a good one. Good save. Nobody's really open. Here comes the guy, 36 right
Nobody
there.
really challenging the goalie either. 33, by the way,
Nice
Holden
man
Packer. And it's going to stay with West Park.
West Park still got to get it in the box. And right there.
And he does. Nathan Frost is number 5. And here's Penny. Bush once again. We've seen what Bush can do as he's the leading goal scorer for this team. Looking to curl here. He's a sophomore. He's got 2 more years. Like Connor Penny, he'll spend 4 years with the varsity program. West Park does not have a JV team. But as they continue to build, hopefully one day they will. And they'll be able to build even more. But when you get the likes of a Ashton Bush or a Dylan Schottman or a Connor Penny walking down the halls of the school, that's not a bad trio to help build the program with. Lonnie. Ellsworth to the outside. Jackson on the move, he scores! Jackson Ellsworth, his second of the game, number 12 of the season.
Important goal late in the second half now, and we had saying before, it was only a 1-goal game. With all that BV possession time, still the difference was only 1 goal. So important to add one more. This game may end with not a huge score differential. You obviously need every single goal you can get. So grabbing one here, a little momentum end of the first half. Just carry into halftime potentially.
That is Caleb Robinson winning the draw. 62% on draws on face-offs.
Call timeout, Blue. Okay, got free, but Blue still has 2 timeouts in their pocket.
And that's Packer. And West Park has taken its time here.
So we said maybe a little momentum could carry into the halftime with BV, but what if West Park gets one? They bring it back into 1.
This is Klein. He's got a look. Jones may have gotten a tip of that one. And now West Park keeping the possession once again. 2-goal game. Klein again, and he finds the back of the net.
That's a good shot.
So the Broncos, they get the 2-goal lead, and then West Park answers.
Still over 2 minutes. West Park has gotten, a couple out of the last 5 face-offs or so. We mentioned maybe BV had a little momentum. Well, that's gone. Now a 1-goal game, 2 minutes to go. Very important 2 minutes in the quarter. West Park 2 timeouts in their pocket, BV 1. West Park, both wingmen playing on the defensive side of the field.
Ellsworth gets this one. Will Victorian coming on. Rylan Wilson off. So the Broncos set the offense. Here's Victorian.
Slid to him early.
And now the Broncos are going to call a timeout. So with 1:44 to go in the second quarter, the Broncos still holding on to that 4-3 lead. But tell you what, West Park, you look at the common opponents, and the results are pretty even. So not surprising seeing a close matchup.
Yeah, we said in the beginning similar. You kind of think they're the same team. You watch them play in the films in the past, and like you said, look at their past performance so far. Objectively, neither one of these teams yet has a quality win this season. So tonight will be the quality win. They both have beaten teams, but their whole looking back on the season, none of the teams they've beaten have winning records. So BV beats West Park tonight. West Park's 6-3, right? BV beats a team with a winning record. BV's 5-5. Well, West Park wins tonight. They beat a team that's 500, not well below 500 like all the other opponents. So tonight is the quality win for whoever goes here tonight.
And we should point out both teams are 3-2 in league play, tied for 3rd place in the Capital Valley Conference A standings. And that's another important thing. You remember when we talked to Chris Wilson after the game against Whitney on Friday, he said obviously going into Vista Del Lago on Monday, that was an important one, and they wanted to get the win, but he was really eyeballing this one.
Yes.
Because he knew that this was kind of going to be a battle this year between them and West Park to get that 3rd spot.
Yeah, this minute they're kind of both on the playoff bubble, it feels like. Again, I personally, I don't know the math on getting into the playoffs. Maybe it's too early in the season because it's not quite far enough along, but the one who doesn't win this one, like I was saying in the beginning, probably is not on the trajectory. The one who does win this one, much better on trajectory to make it to the playoffs. Because they'll play again, correct?
They will.
They close the season with it?
It will be on, yes, the 22nd of April.
Late.
At West Park.
Late in the season. So, also for both teams here, get the measure on the other team here tonight. and plan for the next one. Who are the shooters? Who are the dodgers? Who's the good defenders? What's the goalie like? How does he play low shots? How does he play high shots? What's the clear like? What's the ride like? Let's what's the man up like? What's the man down like? Let's measure that here tonight because we're going to need to use it again.
Here's Lonnie on the outside. Tried to get it to Alonzo. Alonzo's had a few get away tonight.
So 1:30, 2 timeouts in Blue's pocket. Last ride took a long time. BB's doing an okay ride. Goalie doesn't feel good about sending it to anybody. He still doesn't. He still doesn't. That felt good.
Yeah, finds Noah Robinson.
In the box. Timeout. 1:10.
Frost.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got a look, and that one goes high.
So lots of time for Vista. Man, what if Vista puts a goal in now and ties it up? BV had all that time of possession, and they didn't escape. Oh, ball down. Good job, BV. Ball down again. Oh, right to him.
Villa Vista forced that loose ball but couldn't control it. This is Bush. Bush is going to wind up and he scores!
Did you see where that ball bounced out in front of the goal? Was it yard and a half, something like that? Didn't come up very much either. So, pretty darn good shot straight out in front, not too far, 12 yards maybe or something like that. And now it's even.
Just like you talked about, the possibility could happen.
Yeah, so where's the momentum now? West Park had been down 2 goals and had only scored 2 goals, I don't know, 10 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, something like that. So in the last half of this quarter, they bang in 2 of them, tie it up. BV's been winning the faceoffs, time of possession battle, and hasn't been able to escape West Park. West Park's got the ball, 2 timeouts, 30 seconds.
Shotman comes up with it. Shotman's on the move. Shotman with a full head of steam. He wants to take a shot, and he scores! So West Park now takes the lead.
Too easy. Listen to how they feel. Speaking of momentum. Watch the BV guys come off. Heads down a little bit. Look at the action on the West Park bench. Fired up. As they should feel. Still got 28 seconds. Still 2 timeouts in the Blues' pocket. Listen to their sideline now.
A lot of noise on the West Park side.
Big.
That was a big one. Cody Simpson wins that draw.
Want to get a shot here. 21 seconds. Somebody's open.
Back out. Here's Victorin.
That's his left hand. Not his right. Got to
10
go left.
seconds. Here's Victorin. He gets around. He's going to have a look. Oh, what a save by McAvoy. And that's going to go out at 3 seconds. Broncos have it.
Got to zip that in front of the goal. Get it in front of the goal. Shot.
Lonnie couldn't control it.
All right.
And time is going to expire. The idea there is that you want to get it to Lonnie and let him launch it.
Yep.
But it turns out does not go his way. That is the end of the first half here at Bella Vista High School. Broncos had led throughout the first half, but just like what happened against Vista Del Lago on Monday, they had the lead. They give up 2 goals within the final minute. They don't have the lead.
Right. If I recall, I watched that Vista game on NFHS, which is not that great a place to watch, but you see what you see. Was BV up by 3, and then it got away from him. So okay, that was Friday. That was Monday. That was eons ago. That's not tonight. Here we are tonight. In the last half hour, so got behind by 1. Okay. Well, we were up by a couple. We can go do it again. So nothing to worry about.
What happened on Monday is Bella Vista scored just 1 goal the rest of the game.
Yeah.
They held Vista Del Lago to just 2 in the second half, but the Broncos had some opportunities late. They could not find pay dirt. They've got to, even if they tighten it up defensively at halftime, like for the second half, like they did against Vista Del Lago, they've got to find the back of the net.
Yeah, they do. I think one thing that Bella Vista could do here that they've done fairly well so far, and so if they do it a little better, can make a lot of difference, which is ride a little more intensely. their ride has been okay, and we're talking about how long it takes West Park to get that pass made from the goalie. Well, what if there was nowhere to go with that pass, and they could reduce the number of possessions by West Park and increase the number of possessions for Bella Vista, all in the same play. So, and with increased possessions, BV has a better chance too. But you're right, back of the net, a little better shot selection. The type of shot that they take, a little better shot location, and get a little closer.
All right, the next time we see the Bella Vista boys will be on Wednesday, April 8th. They will be hosting Rio Americano. That is their next game after the break, so it's going to be 2 weeks between this game and their next game, and we will have it for you as Rio will come calling here at Bronco Stadium, April 8th. 7:05 is our start, 7:15 for the opening face-off. That's just for your planning purposes. For Bella Vista, the focus right now is the second half of this game and how they let that lead get away from them, what they need to do to make sure that they can get back in front. And not have a repeat of the second half of Vista Del Lago.
Yeah, I think if they kind of one overarching thing, call up the intensity. These teams are the same, so if you can out-intensity the other guys, well then boom. You're at a higher level than they are. So I think BB can do that. Now, you mentioned spring break coming up. Good timing, I think, for spring break. I wonder if they're tired.
Could be.
They looked a little flat on the films of Monday night against Vista. And this is game 2 of the week, and it's Friday's game 3. Rio's performance so far isn't all that great, so okay. But still, a lot of games like they played Whitney. Whitney's really tough. Played Whitney just recently. Whitney's really tough. So good timing on the spring break, and they could refresh.
Yes. So after tonight, a couple of days of school, then into the weekend. They don't have another game until they play Rio in 2 weeks. So for tonight, you can leave it all on the line. Use as much energy as you possibly can to get this one out. West Park, same thing. This game was originally scheduled for Friday, but it got backed up to tonight when West Park had a scheduling conflict, as a lot of their players would not have been able to play in the game on Friday night. So the benefit is this is their last game before spring break. Both teams, so they can pretty much lay it all out on the line tonight.
Yeah,
so.
and they need to. And again, you said it at the beginning. This game is critical. They're both essentially the same team, and like I've been saying, trajectory for the playoffs. It's this one. Nobody has a quality win yet. Well, tonight is the quality win. It's the measure, and it sets the tone for the second. Well, we're in the middle of the season. It sets the tone for the rest of the season. You can come out of here tonight going, we beat a team that's a really great matchup for them. I bet you it's going to be close. So we won the close one. So it's just really, really important for tonight. And so talked before in other games, focus on the details. And like I said before, bring up the intensity. And like you said, leave it all out here tonight. Bring up the intensity. That could be the team that takes it tonight.
And while Bella Vista and West Park boys are playing tonight, Bella Vista and West Park girls will play on Friday. What was originally scheduled as the first game of the doubleheader. It is still going to be at 5:30 in the afternoon on Friday, so that'll be an early start. It means an early finish, and then you go into spring break on the girls' side. The Bella Vista girls, the varsity and the JV, quite frankly, are both undefeated, and West Park does not have a JV team, so there is a varsity-only game this Monday at 5:30. We'll take the air at 5:20 as the Broncos will take on West Park and put that undefeated record on the line. So, things are moving in a really, really positive direction for Bella Vista Lacrosse, both the boys and the girls. And of course, it is Folax night tonight, and there's a lot of the youth players that are here on hand. We saw at the end of the girls' game, the girls' team, the boys' team, and all the Fair Oaks youth players were all out in the Bronco circle.
And we got them now.
And
that's the future right there.
And now they're on the field having a great time.
And do you remember being a kid and getting on the varsity field at a varsity game, or at least being around the varsity game as a kid? So it just feels so cool for them. We got them playing on the other goal as well, a few guys down there. So, great for the kids to be here, and they could plan on being here later in life. You got both boys and girls down there playing. Just a great community event to keep the whole program, sustain the whole program.
And when the game is over and everybody charges the goalie to congratulate him, all the youth players get to go out there and do that same thing.
Hopefully
as
little
well.
kids don't get stepped on.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that you keep your own, know what you're doing and know where you are and know who's around you, I guess.
Yeah, a U8 kid doesn't want to get stepped on by Alonzo.
No. I think
End your season.
a U16 doesn't want to get stepped on by Alonso.
Right. That hurts. Getting your feet stepped on, football, getting your hands stepped on, it hurts.
All right. We also mentioned tonight that because there is no JV game tonight, and with it being Folak's night as well, they pretty much suited up everybody. So JV players are on the bench. It's been the varsity players playing most of the game, which you would expect. This is a league game. You got to get the win, and obviously what Bella Vista would like to do is maybe get a little bit of separation, and then maybe get some of these younger guys on the field. But just to be able for them to experience being on the varsity game, especially the ones that have not had that opportunity yet.
That'd be nice. That's a luxury. First half as a harbinger for the second half. 1 goal in the first half. I think this game's going to end tight. 2 goals, 1 goal. Sort of like the St. Mary's game for BV. We got some girls doing the worm down here on the left goal. Oh, it's over. That never lasts very long. Tight game tonight, I would imagine. Come down to goalie play. I mentioned before. The West Park goalie's blocked a lot of shots. So he looks pretty good. I don't know the one goal he's beaten the other, but man, he's made a lot of saves. And will it come down to penalties? Will it come down to clears? So again, I wonder. BV tightens up their ride, and they may shut down, reduce the possessions of West Park, gain more possessions for themselves.
Well, one of the other things noticing as well, Thomas Lonnie got his 26th goal of the season. He is the leader for Bella Vista, but just the 1 goal. He's had a couple of other looks, but he's not gotten the same number of looks that he usually gets.
Yeah, and he's
so
also
give credit to West Park on that.
Yeah. He's also shooting from 12 and 15 yards. That's far away. Now, he's been scoring from there this season, but still, that's pretty far away. And we mentioned how well the West Park goalie's been playing. Well, when the shot comes from 12 and 15 yards, the goalie has a long time to zero in on that shot and get the save. So you'd like to see the shots get closer. Man, if Lonnie were shooting from 6 and 8 yards away.
He's deadly from there.
It's different, yeah. So BB's got to work on penetration, and not just here tonight, but the whole rest of the season. So many shots are from really far away, and it limits your ability to score.
So it is a battle for 3rd place tonight. The 2 teams, 3 and 2 in league play. And so the winner gets the upper hand. West Park 6 and 3 on the season. Bella Vista 5 and 5, and their 2 league losses to St. Mary's and to Vista del Lago. I believe West Park can say the same as to who their league losses are to. So, and again, the outcomes of all of those games, plus the common opponents that they've beaten, have been very similar. The only outlier is Vista del Lago.
Yeah, big difference there.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Vista game on Monday, I wonder if that was their main goalie for Vista. Watching the halftime, NFHS did cover this okay. Guys out at halftime passing around, and there was a guy with a goalie stick who was not suited up. He was shorts and T-shirt, and he was very good with the goalie stick, and it looked like his ankle was wrapped.
Okay.
So might have that been the main goalie, because some of the BV shots that went in the first half, those were kind of savable. And I just wondered if that was the primary goalie. Because didn't Vista beat Granite Bay?
Did they? I hadn't looked at their record.
I think they did, and the team that BV played on Monday night is not a team that would beat Granite Bay.
All right, 3rd quarter to get underway here. Broncos down by 1. They held the lead through most of the first half, just like they did Monday night at Vista del Lago. But that one got away from them. And again, they only scored 1 goal in the second half, and that came in the 4th quarter. They went the entire 3rd quarter without scoring.
That was not right here, but it's okay now. Listen to the noise. The crowd noise. Good check there. Blue stepped on the line. Ref didn't call it.
Lonnie is able to scoop that one up. And the Broncos will get the first possession of the second half. The yellow call as they switch out.
Little like football, first possession, second half. Maybe not quite as critical in lacrosse because you get more possessions per half. But still, doesn't it feel good to have the ball first? That's where all the blue shirts are. Nice feed.
Oh, couldn't get it to him.
That's a pass anyway.
That goes out of bounds. It should be West Park ball.
All right, we talked about intense BV ride. Let's see how intensely they ride here. It's okay. Everybody's covered. Everybody's pretty covered. See all the white shirts on the blue shirts? If we can look up toward midfield here, we'd see all the white shirts on the blue shirts. All the guys up toward midfield, white shirts on the blue shirts. Right there. See him in the camera. He's still in their defensive half of the field. Got to cover him. Clock's ticking.
That's Bush.
Oh, left somebody open.
And now Joseph Brooks. And they're in the box. Brooks with the long stick. From way downtown, Chase Jones.
Instant turnover by West Park. You know, in a tight game like this, do you want to create better offense than that? 3 guys right in front of them. Pass to your right, pass to your right, pass to your right.
Victorin has some field in front of him. And that's his wheelhouse right there.
Nobody on BV is moving. So he wants to pass, but nobody's open. Nobody's making themselves open.
Victorin on the move.
Doesn't shoot on his right.
Pass to the cutter looking for Merrick right in front of the goal.
2 guys on him. Instant turnover. Uh-oh. Streaking long stick. Look at BV hustling a little bit on the ride here, right? Sticking to the blues.
Right now McAvoy does not have one to throw to, and he throws it in traffic.
See?
Rylan Wilson.
1 fewer blue possession, 1 more white possession.
Wilson on the attack with the long stick.
He's got to get rid of that. Ronnie, you got to move. He needs help.
Timeout.
Burned a timeout. Desperation, not desperation, but you had to take that timeout because you might have lost the ball.
And then this is critical for Bella Vista, still trailing in this game by 1 goal. So yeah, I'd say good use of the timeout.
Good use of the timeout, but a shame to have to use it right now.
Right.
I remember coaching an all-star game, and the guy from Jesuit just played some great defense on the sideline, and he made the other team call a timeout. And I just said, it's Jimmy Little. Jimmy, you just took a timeout from him. And that's what West Park did. They just took a timeout from BV. This close, and we get down to 3 minutes. Don't you want them both? So
yes.
BV took one. West Park took a timeout from BV. All right, BV also has the ball. We talked before, the timeout in the first half, make this an investment. Let's get the return on this investment. Let's make something good out of it. So okay. Sort of strategic, but a shame to have used it so early in the half.
Well, what you need to do though is a shame to use it, but make it beneficial.
Yep.
Design something, get everybody on the same page, score on this possession.
Get your return on this investment. So
they called the timeout in the first half, and they subsequently turned it over.
Right.
That would be devastating here.
Yeah. Tons of game left, but man, when it's this close, we were saying it comes down to the little things. Does it come down to a penalty? Does it come down to goalies? Does it come down to the rides and clears? Well, does it come down to timeouts?
Good.
Blue team has 2, the white team only has 1. So now, BV can do the same thing. You ride that well, you make the blue team take a timeout, and you take one from them. So just something that doesn't get talked about that much, but you can take timeouts from the other team, steal them. It's a good check.
This is Ellsworth, and a save by McAvoy.
Reasonable shot, so the timeout turned into a reasonable shot, so okay. Let's get a tenacious ride here. See,
McAvoy,
not that great.
A lot of his passes are into traffic.
Got to get rid of it.
This is Trent Sheridan on the move. Sheridan finds Merrick. Merrick couldn't come up with it. Quick outlet this time.
So that feed was a little wild.
Bush is open.
Was it not better to settle down and play offense?
Defense from Bella Vista. They jar the ball loose. It's right out in front.
Save.
Saved by Chase Jones. Point blank range.
Good defense.
Bodies on the floor everywhere. Chase Jones, that one a little too far out in front of Cody Simpson. Lonnie is there, but can't control it. And Logan Gazer comes up with it now for West Park. Shotman.
Nice check.
That's Rylan Wilson. And then Gazer
Go back
tries
to
to
the corner.
return the
Go
favor.
back to the corner. There's 3 blue shirts right here. Boom. A little bit to the
Big
back.
collision, big collision. Players down. No call to flag does come out.
Could go either way, I bet, huh? Illegal body check, 1 minute on. Put the camera down on the ref
Looks
down here
like
at the table.
it's, oh, it might be Penny.
Illegal body check, 1 minute. I didn't see him point a direction, but it's a blue shirt in the box.
Penny's coming off. So here's an opportunity for Bella Vista, not only a man up, but their best player, one of them at least, is not on the field.
So you know the man up, 6-on-5. You want to turn that into a 5-on-4. You want to turn that into a 4-on-3. You want to turn it into a 3-on-2, and then you turn it into a 2-on-1. You whittle it down. And so let's see if BV can get that done. Sure would be great to shoot from closer than 15 yards.
We are 4 minutes into the third quarter. No one has scored yet in this half. Here's Lonnie.
Check. Threw a lot into that. There's a shot.
Lonnie, he scores! Lonnie doing his thing. Or as we like to say, Thomas Lonnie doing Thomas Lonnie things. And we are tied.
So I didn't see I wasn't counting exactly the distance he was from the goal, but it was well inside of 15, wasn't it? And inside of 10 too.
It was
10
his,
also.
it was his vintage curl shot.
Yeah.
Where he curls the crease and he's right there. And then it's like it's shot out of a cannon when he does that.
Yeah. Most of his shots tonight have not been with his momentum being as high as it was here. Do we want to make a mental note of that and create that more often tonight? So now tied. Check.
Who wants this one?
They're just fighting.
Scherzer sweeps it forward, bouncing off feet. And finally, Nathan Frost comes up with it.
A lot of white shirts there. It's a good move. Like I said before, those long ground ball fights make you tired. Blue want to change bodies. They're in charge. Change bodies. Pull it out a little. Get a breath.
All even here in the third. So one improvement from Monday night, and that is the Broncos getting a third quarter goal. Hopefully they can get more of those. Here's Bush.
No flag. Come on.
Teammate winds up on the ground. I think that it was teammates that collided. This is Klein. Klein finds Bush. He's going to take the shot. Chase Jones the save, and we'll get the penalty call.
Illegal body check, unsportsmanlike. So we'll get the ref down here when he comes to the table. He'll tell us what's up.
They're getting the communication so we can get the call.
Will be man down. We also have an earbud that was found and turned in at the snack bar. If anybody's missing an earbud, at that snack
I said unsportsman. That's unnecessary roughness.
Okay, so unnecessary roughness. It looks like it's Nate Jones that is going to come out.
That ref signal that's sort of a salute from his cap like that. Unnecessary roughness. Penalties at 6:32, so it'll go to 5:32 if it goes all the way.
And if you're Bella Vista, you want it to go all the way.
Yep.
Davis. Now here's Frost. West Park on a bit of a wheel right now.
This is okay for BV. Penalties, going away.
Here's a sweeping shot there that's blocked to the outside. Now Penny picks it up with it. And Chase Jones comes up big again. 20 seconds left in the penalty. There's Bush. Sheridan with the defense.
Uh-oh. Nice
James
save.
Jones once again, and he then reaches out to pull that thing in.
BB's even. I'm not
And
sure
the
where that was
penalty
going.
releases. Big collision there, and now Schottman comes up with it again for.
3 white shirts.
And look at Avery Deacon. And now Deacon sprinting as fast as he can.
Good slide.
I think he's on the final stretch.
4-3, 4-3. Evan, 4-3 is open. Oh my gosh, they're on defense now though. No, you don't clear
Ball.
for the goal.
Lonnie's got it. Lonnie is open. He scores. You cannot give Lonnie that kind of room.
We mentioned the difference could be little things, and that was one of them. One of the things you do not do is clear in front of the clear two in front of the crease. And where did that pass go? From behind to in front of the goal. The pass was missed. It wasn't that great a pass. Pass was missed. Other team gets it. There's nobody there to defend. So if this is a 1-goal game, is that the one?
Who knows? Broncos with 2 goals here in the third quarter, both for Thomas Lonnie, who was a very quiet first half by Thomas Lonnie standards. Oliver Thompson.
He needs help. He needs help.
Lost his balance a little bit.
There it is.
And there's the help, Jackson Ellsworth.
4 on 3.
Ellsworth.
Down.
Merrick tries to get it to Lonnie. Lonnie's going to try and chase it down, can't get there.
It was a good location to send that pass. It was a pass, through the defense, skip pass, but execution wasn't what it needed to be. Look at the coverage. Look at the BB white shirts on the blue shirts.
Again, McAvoy looking for an open man.
That's
Leo Hansen was right there to kind of jar that one loose, and West Park not able to control it on the far sideline, goes out of bounds, and the Broncos will take possession once again now. And you mentioned the noise earlier for West Park. Oh wait, West Park gets it.
Yeah, the BB pass went to a guy's back. He was subbing out. The BB guy was subbing out, and he wasn't looking.
And
Not
West
his
Park.
fault.
West Park takes advantage of that. Schottman. Spin it back to X. Davis. And now Bush out front.
That's really far away.
He's got the most goals of any West Park player, and we get
The clock again, probably. Yeah,
Clock not
ref's trying to
running.
get in touch with the clock, in touch with the press box. Clock might not have been running,
okay.
perhaps.
So now the referee was telling him where to set it.
Ref's saying run it. It's not running. Ref's saying run it.
Well, yeah, and then he told him 3:36.
There you go. Now we like it.
So there we go, and we're running.
Right in front.
Good defense by Bella Vista. Good steal. It's Rylan Wilson. And then Trent Sheridan. So Wilson forces a turnover.
Attack needs to come to him.
Ball comes loose. Sheridan comes up with the ground ball. Broncos offense is on the move. This is Lonnie.
Good time to settle.
And that's what they're calling. They're settling. Broncos getting their offensive players on the field. Here's Avery Deacon out front. Running the point.
Hear the quiet. Hear the
Indeed.
quiet in the crowd.
Quiet everywhere. Deacon. From the X.
Good slide.
He's looking to curl. He'll take a shot. He scores! That's a big one for Bella Vista.
A goal by being methodical. Great way to do that. I said the slide was really great. The timing on the slide was really great, but I think his momentum was too much. The second dodge, the re-dodge there, it just got the West Park guy out of place, got himself well open inside of 5 yards, and yeah, he scored.
So for Avery Deacon, that's goal number 16 on the season, 29 for his career, the second one tonight. Bella Vista has had a couple of 2-goal leads in this game.
More noise from the crowd.
And by halftime, after having those 2-goal leads, they were down 1. So they cannot let up here.
What a duel. BV gets momentum, but West Park gets the face-off. Back
West
to
Park, they're check. That is a good check. Loose ball. Flag is down. Oliver Thompson. This will be on West Park.
Back over to Victorian. You can't have the long stick out there on an island like that. That stick is too much to deal with to be able to cradle. And
there's Lonnie in the right place at the right time. He's being harassed, but he gets free. Lonnie right out in front, off the stick of Merrick, and in the back of the net. Are you kidding me? How about that? That's like in hockey when the guy shoots and deflects off the guy's stick and goes in. That is a goal for Evan Merrick.
Slash to the head, 2 minutes unreleasable is the penalty that was called. And yeah, supreme luck, but they all count. So,
he was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Give him credit for that.
Right? No, he was in the right place.
Third goal of the season for Evan Merrick.
Teams were coming off, but the ref said, no, go back. But now we got a
Now
timeout.
West Park's going to call a timeout.
So first 3-goal differential in the game.
Yes.
Is it? Yes, it is.
Yes.
And so big. This game's going really fast. There's less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter already. So just not that many clock stoppages, I think, is what's doing it. So great to get this stretch here. And now I believe it's Blue going down by a man for 2 minutes.
Yeah, there was the penalty.
Yeah, so boy, you score that goal and you can go 2 minutes man up, non-releasable. Big deal, big deal.
If you get a chance to watch later, watch that goal again. It is so funny to see Merrick's reaction. Just puts his hands out. What? What just happened here?
That's right. Like I said, they all count.
They all count.
And you're right. He was so in the right place. He was facing the feed. He knew it was coming. He knew he was open. So we'll take it. Really confounding for the goalie. Just say, look at what I'm doing. I'm playing a good game, and then all of a sudden this happens to me. So it's disappointing for the goalie. But West Park is still not out of it at all, and BB cannot relax in the slightest bit. Now we talked at halftime about intensity. Has this game been a little more intense here in the second half than the first half?
Definitely.
And so both sides. So I don't think anybody's winning the intensity battle in this second half, but the intensity's come up by both of them and will likely continue. It's what it's going to take. Oh, we're going face, and West Park 4 is in the box.
Get the feeling that maybe Leo Hansen and Holden Packer know each other.
That high five right there?
Yeah, the fist bump.
Yep. There's lots of that around town. Guys play in the summer.
Yeah, I'm sure that they do know each other.
Yeah. Too anymore. We all know kids play a lot of video games, right? And you can talk to the other players, and so they can have conversations with each other many times a week that way. My son made friends at Lacrosse camp in Denver and stayed friends with them somewhere across the country just by playing video games together.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're much more connected than the generation that's up here in the box.
Than we were.
Yep.
Yes.
Now
we had our video games. We just didn't have the chance to connect online and talk to people while we played.
Nice defense.
And that's Packer.
It's a little fast breaking. Diagonally.
With the long stick.
It's got to be frustrating.
And that goes to Bella Vista. They're calling that a pass. Victorian comes up with that one as Sheridan send it his way.
So we're back to time of possession. BB had it the first half, but didn't have that much goal differential. Well, now they have some more goal differential. So do you want to slow down your offense a little?
There's Lonnie. Lonnie looking for his opportunity. Now Victorian.
41 seconds. Do they know that? It's a shot. Oh, not anymore.
Lonnie.
No right hand. "28 seconds. Do they know it? They're not facing the clock. Oh, yeah,
And they're calling hold the ball.
yeah, that way there'll be no face on the when they start the quarter. There won't be forever left on the penalty, but there will be no face. BV can possess it then.
10 seconds to go. West Park's not even challenging, as Bella Vista's just going to let the clock expire here as we go into the fourth quarter on Folax night here at Bella Vista. Very entertaining scrimmage with the girls team after their regularly scheduled game had to be canceled. And so the Broncos, we had that game, and then this game tonight is a pretty tight battle as well.
We knew it would be. Like we said in the beginning, these teams are so similar. And we said also critical game and playoff potential. So BV has lifted their game, lifted their intensity, created their differential right here. 12 minutes to go. Saying this game's gone fast. BV starts with the ball, 31-yard line, just this side of the hash marks. Man up for less than a minute probably, but still a nice measurable amount of time. Maybe can they make it 4 goals?
That would be
a big deal.
That would be huge. That would be huge. And tonight for the younger players, the youth teams that are here for Folax night, what are they getting out of this?
The energy, the noise. Now I tell you what, you go to a kids game, and it's pretty noisy there too, right? Parents get pretty excited and pretty lively. But under the lights, they got kids out on the field right now shooting around it, just at the quarter. See the bigger guys project themselves here, see the lights and the night, and playing with the crowd and so on. You can buy hot dogs and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just something to keep them, the little kids, keep them engaged for the next few years until they can get here.
Some of these varsity players are coaching the younger ones, and so some of them are out here watching their coaches play.
Right.
That's got to be kind of cool too.
Yep.
They look up to these guys.
Yeah.
And one day it's going to be them,
Right.
and then the youth will be looking up to them.
Right. Hopefully they get back. It's the only way it works.
We did have a fan give us a shout out on Monday during the, and we gave him a shout out too. Colton was hoping he'd come by tonight actually, but he was telling us about he's in a 12U program and is looking forward to his days coming up at Bella Vista High School when he gets there. And I think he's also looking forward to being on BV Live Sports.
BV man up. I think their last goal was on man up, wasn't it? Oh, they're even now. The penalty's done. So
Just a few seconds left.
Yeah.
But it was enough to give Bella Vista possession to
exactly,
start.
Exactly. Great
Ellsworth
slide.
looking to curl.
Great slide.
That one is rolling out of bounds. The
Blue.
goalkeeper McAvoy kind of shepherds that one out, and they're able to get the possession.
Blue took the ball on that one, so we're getting less than 12 minutes now. We're getting down to each individual play's got to be just right. So Blue won that one. BV gets to win this one with a tenacious ride. 16. They let 16 come out by himself.
And they find him.
Came out of the box. Go ahead. You got to go
Immediately, they jar the ball loose. It's still loose. Lonnie gets in there with a shoulder. Evan Merrick almost got it. And now it is Brooks.
If BV didn't possess it, then West Park's got to get it in the box, and there it is, failure.
Failure to advance. Good defense by Bella Vista.
If BV had gotten the ball, it would have ended the Blue clear, which would have stopped their clock. BV didn't get complete possession of it, so West Park's clear clock remained running. Didn't have much time. It ran out. So BV up by 3. Can they be methodical like this? Can't stop playing, can't stop pushing, but
There's Victorin.
you might change the pace.
But he
a little.
goes wide. This does use up clock. Broncos by 3.
He's got a short stick behind. This is not a bad place to dodge from. He's got to go left. Oh, you got to come out of there with more speed. That's what the coach just said. Use your speed.
Oh,
Throws
and
it.
that pass too tall. So it'll go back over to West Park.
So BV create that situation again. Get Victorin behind the goal with a short stick defender on him, and Victorin uses his feed to curl left. And can we create a very quality shot from there? Yes. That's how you can set up good shots.
Here's Klein.
So West Park doesn't have to hurry. They don't have to be crazy, but there's some urgency. 10 minutes, down by 3. We've seen him do it. We've seen him penetrate. We've seen him shoot from the outside both. They can't lollygag.
This is Penny. Penny on Romero Sanchez.
Out of here.
Is he going to be able to track it down?
Oh, he did.
Wow. Defense by Rylan Wilson.
I think BV wants to turn up the intensity here, too, just like they're doing on the ride. They just want to play some aggressive defense like that. Here's that slide was really early. I think they could win that battle, too.
Davis.
And like you said, leave it all out on the field tonight. There's only 9 minutes left.
On Romero Sanchez.
It's a little holdy.
Back behind the net. They find
Nice.
the cutter. Klein, he scores!
That's what happens when shots are taken inside of 10. I think he caught that inside of 10, took one step, shot it at about the 9-yard line. Shot it at about the 14, goals on the 5, 9 yards. 2-goal differential now.
First goal of the fourth quarter. Klein, that is his third of the game, so he gets the hat trick.
So on the score, it's better to have the 8 than to have the 6. But how, do you feel comfortable with the 8 versus the 6? I don't know about comfortable. We were talking earlier. This game will end most likely a very close game, close score. It's only 2 goals right now. West Park wins the draw. Drop ball, make it, take it. Still got to get in the box. Across the 30, inside the numbers. Ball down, didn't do it yet. He's not in yet.
And now he's going to lose it to the sideline, and it goes out of bounds. And a failure to advance to boot.
Maybe send it backwards, send it backwards. Yep, that worked.
Simpson.
Good time to settle. Still subbing.
Right out in front looking for Merrick.
Turned it over in seconds.
McAvoy comes up with it. He's not able to find his man. He's got to hustle back to the net. Here's Bryant.
Now's a good time to settle. Did they know it?
Broncos will take their time here.
Decent slide, good look.
Right out in front, Merrick! He scores again! That one more of a conventional goal.
He's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
So he caught that pass right in there. He was open, nobody right on him, but are you expecting to get crushed when you catch the ball right in there? Yes, you are. And what did he do? He was facing away from the goal. He caught it. He turned, made a bounce shot, which meant he kept his wits about him and didn't freak out. So the young guy, in a place where you would expect to get crushed, rose to the occasion and now puts BV up by 3. How critical was that goal?
Yep, very, very big. Evan Merrick came into this game with 2 goals. He now has 4.
Stick check.
Oh, well, this is strategic. You
wait.
said that.
They caught. That's not the shooter. They're checking. See, as I understood it, after a goal, you can check the shooter's stick. I could be wrong. But you know what this does?
It gives you a free timeout.
It's a free timeout. Stops the game. Listen to the quiet. Dead quiet. All the energy is now eliminated. And he didn't burn
That
the
is
timeout.
a veteran coach move.
Yeah.
And you've talked about this. You've talked about how you've done that before.
Yeah.
You know, the interesting thing is, in the challenge system that professional and college sports has now, that if you challenge and you miss it, there's some kind of a repercussion, like you lose a timeout. You wonder if maybe lacrosse will get to the point where if you do a stick check and you lose, that you lose a timeout.
Maybe. That challenge didn't even exist back in the days when I was calling stick checks. NFL challenge didn't exist.
Oh, yeah. No.
I don't think.
Well, not the challenge system. Back when I was in my high school years and early college,
Okay. All right.
they had a replay system, but it was always, they had to decide to check it. There wasn't a challenge.
New York had to decide. Subbing.
Calling the yellow for the subs.
It's not yellow. So he saw an opening, and so he cut into it.
So Lonnie comes up with the ball once again as Simpson is now on. Simpson has providing some help for Lonnie as Lonnie's getting harassed, if you will.
Get out of there. Get. Don't have this.
And Simpson is right there. Simpson is making himself known.
Doesn't this feel better?
Yes.
Now, BV's up by 3. That changes the calculus a little bit, right? Why don't you stand there for a little while? 7 minutes. Goalie save here. It's a turnover. Don't want it.
Cut back the other way.
Feed into traffic. It's a turnover. Up by 3 is great, but having the ball, be up by 3 and having the ball is better.
And there's a lot you can do if you do like a 200 or a 300 there around the net. You could use up a lot of time.
That's lacrosse IQ. And boy, okay, this is cool. We like that, right? Good check there by 11.
That's going to roll out of bounds.
It's off white, I think. Ref's got to make a call. He doesn't know what to do.
He's going to go give it to
off
Vista.
white. Okay. I don't know, but he's the ref.
Bush may have touched it. I mean, the two are colliding with each other.
Here's the conversation. Oh, no. Looks like White found something on the field maybe. That's a good decision right there. Build a normal clear. Here goes a guy coming out of the box. White guy coming out of the box. I don't know.
Is Lonnie going to be able to get to that?
We're looking clear there.
This is Penny.
6 minutes, 3 goals. Differential.
Klein, he's got 3 goals tonight. Bush has got more goals than any player on this roster for the season.
Uh-oh.
Bush gets free. Save, Chase Jones. Bush winds up on the ground.
That wasn't as good a slide as we wanted to have.
West Park with the possession. So they'll get a chance to open it up once again.
Guy on the crease. 3-4. That's a shot.
That's Shotman.
Nice check.
Bella Vista jars the ball loose. West
Outta
Park gets it,
here.
and that thing's flying all the way to West Park High School.
All the way to the pumpkin farm. Penalty down, flag down here. Illegal body check. Oh, no, technical, not illegal body check. Technical. 30 seconds.
We'll get the call here.
Ref will come to the table and tell us what it is.
So it's Dylan Shotman that gets called for the penalty, so he'll come to the box. So that's 30 seconds on the technical. Broncos get possession of the ball. We're about 5.5 to go in the game.
Up by 5, have the ball. 30 seconds of the 5.5 you said is man up. Maybe just kill the whole thing. Go down to 5, then start playing offense. Or, BB's man up is not a dagger. It's not like lightning. So maybe just take the time. Time might be more valuable than a shot. Looks like that's what they're doing, huh?
Yeah, at some point, West Park, if Bella Vista is going to pass the ball around the perimeter, West Park is just going to need to they're going to need to get a little bit more aggressive. Here's Ellsworth. Does come up with the loose ball.
No shot. No shot. Okay, they're even now, so they killed the 30. Down to 5.
And Ellsworth brings it back to the outside.
So now kill another 30 seconds here.
Here's Deacon.
Oh, that's a shot.
Deacon gets free. That one goes wide. He'll stay with Bella Vista. Deacon's had himself a nice night. Couple of goals. Here's Lonnie.
See.
Lonnie's out in front, and he scores! That's his 4th of the night for Thomas Lonnie, career goal number 85.
He's getting up.
Thomas Lonnie is 15 goals shy of 100. The count is officially underway.
So speaking of changing the calculus, if anybody here is taking it, because I can't do it.
Look at my son over here.
All right, yeah, right. He's the engineering
He's
guy.
not that far. He's not that far from
yeah,
here.
well,
He's taking that
let's
stuff.
give him an assignment. I can't do the calculus, but I do know it's a 4-goal differential. I can do that. What a difference in the math. Let's just do math. Does this change the way BV plays? Can you just, as BV, can you just run it out from here? Something like that. Good draw win there. Where's he been all evening?
Logan Gazer with the long stick.
And now, yeah, West Park's got to go. 4 goals, 4 minutes, 4.5. You got to go. You got to create your good shot real quick. Pull the trigger, run your play, get it in, get the shot. Because they've got, if they can get this one, they still got 3 more just to get it to overtime. The shot.
Shotman. Good defense to jar the ball loose. Sheridan's right there. He's still trying to fight for that ground ball. Got the whistle. It'll stay with West Park.
About 4 minutes even here. Good, short time for West Park. Need that shot. Oh, look at that. Nice.
And Shotman finds the back of the net.
So that's about 7 seconds from that inbounds.
It was a surprise there. That's his first of the game. So that brings us to 10-7 with 3:55 to go.
Still better to be the 10 than the 7, but West Park just showed they can score 7 seconds from an inbound. So can BV relax? Not at all.
So we talk about when Bella Vista used that timeout. It's obviously not really come back to haunt them. And now with 3:55 to go, they still have the one.
Look at these draws. They're winning every draw. He's raking it right behind himself, and it's make it, take it blue.
Something that they could use to their advantage if the opportunity presents itself. But really what Bella Vista needed to do there
Timeout blue
was to win that draw. So West Park will use a timeout, and I believe this is their second. So the Broncos, unless I'm miscalculating, I think they have that timeout in their hip pocket.
I think they do.
Remaining one. So, all right, so it's 10-7, 3:43 to go. West Park has possession of the ball right now, and they're the ones with the 7 as opposed to the 10. So them taking the timeout now, they've got to figure out a way on this possession to get a point on the board. Worry about the other 2 after that.
Exactly, one at a time.
Indeed.
And so, if this is their second timeout, I think you're right. Burn it now, because if we don't get it now, our chances of getting 3 later are less. So invest it now, and mortgage the future.
Yep.
Because we got to get it now. Now meaning pretty soon, 30 seconds or less. Let's say they score in 30, then there's 3:15 left. 2 goals. They're winning the face-offs. They easily are winning those draws. That rake behind him it's just going straight there. So if they keep doing that, what if BV doesn't win any more face-offs?
Yeah.
So you'd rather have the 10 than the 7, but West Park with the ball over there where that far ref is, about the 20 or the 15, 14-yard line, 24-yard line. Outside the hash over by the numbers. That's where the restart will be. West Park's made their plan, got the ball, 3:43, 3 game. We said it would be close.
All right, so here we go.
See, we spoke of, like you said, BV made an investment of timeouts here. West Park's made an investment. Let's see if it pays off. Boom. Big play.
Defense there to deflect that one loose. It comes free. Oliver Thompson nearly had that, and the Broncos do come up with it.
Do you need to shoot? Do you need to shoot?
That is Rylan Wilson right out in front. Merrick with another opportunity.
Do you need
Lonnie
to shoot again?
comes up with it.
Do you need to shoot again? What if Lonnie had just taken that ball and gone behind?
Pinney back the other way. So Broncos are able to use some time, but now fast break for
No penalty. Come on.
West Park, and Shotman winds up on the ground. The flag flies.
He's grabbing his head. Maybe his head got hit. Couldn't see that. 30 seconds. All right, so yeah, West Park has the ball, man up, when just seconds ago we could have not pushed the ball down on offense and run a minute and a half out of the game or more. So Lacrosse IQ, what was the situation? Up by 3 minutes, 3.5, something like that. Burn time instead of pushing it. And now we're man down.
Man down for 30 seconds. Trent Sheridan is in the penalty area. Play is back underway.
And we needed intense defensive play right there, so he did it. Well, resulted in the penalty. Okay, that's okay. But boy, we didn't have to be here. See, the West Park man up is not like lightning, so not a huge threat. Clock's ticking.
2.5 to go. Bush thought about a shot there.
That's okay.
And now he'll take it, and that one skips wide. West Park will keep possession.
BV's even now, so they killed it.
This is Klein. 3 goals tonight. Nate Jones able to jar the ball loose. West Park still has it. Davis. There's Bush. Bush now looking to get on the inside, and an interception by Jackson Ellsworth. Almost want to call him for a run for a touchdown here.
All right, pick
So
6.
was moving on. That's how fast he was moving.
But 3 goals up by 3, 2 minutes. Timeout.
There is that timeout for Bella Vista. And this is a great time to use it. With 1:49 to go, this is where Coach Chris Wilson lays down the law.
Yeah.
And the law is run out the stinking clock.
Right. Move the ball. Don't get caught in 2-on-1s. Don't get caught in the corners. Now, if you're going to get caught, if you end up losing the ball, where do you want to lose it? As far away as from your own goal as possible. So if you get into any trouble, make it all the way in the football end zone. Okay?
There you go.
But still, down in that corner, you started seeing it happen that you're heading for the corner and there's 2 guys on you. Get out of there. Don't get down there because you can get trapped. You can get trapped in a corner. So lots of wheels. When you've got the ball, you got to fly, and your friends got to fly to get open. They call it a V cut. It's like a pass receiver. You run your route, you run a few steps down, you juke to one side and then cut to the other, right? Well, the same thing is true to get yourself open here in Lacrosse. You said earlier, leave it all out on the field. 1:49, up by 3. Run out the what clock?
The stinking
clock.
Yes, there are other words that can be used that would not be suitable for the broadcast.
This is a family show.
So this is definitely a family show.
We're on high school grounds. This is the school district and all that. So yeah, but run out the clock, and they can. BV can do that.
Yes,
they have the ability to do that. And everybody's tired, but up by 3, you probably have a little more energy than the other guys do. You just have more inherent energy.
Think about some of these guys that are suited up for this game that are normally on the JV squad, and I'm thinking, Dean Newman, who's played some varsity already, Enzo Harris, and Big B Williams, who's the goalie on the JV team. They're among those that have suited up, and they got to listen in on that huddle about the intensity and the closeness of this
Run away.
game.
Run away to the corner. Go to the corner.
Ellsworth.
See, standing right there, he fights
team.
the double. No more timeouts.
Yeah, you can't call the timeout here.
Every
Ellsworth gets the ball.
Run away.
They bring it out.
I don't know.
So Broncos turn that one over, but they do use up some valuable time. They used up about 25 seconds there. And at this stage of the game, that's 25 really big seconds. Schottman couldn't control. That's going to take time off the clock.
3 is open. 3 is open. Oh, boy.
Klein to the outside. Now here's Davis.
Toe drag. Fancy pass.
Loose ball. And again, all of that uses up time. We're less than a minute to go.
He's got to take it. Out.
Loose ball. Trent Sheridan's going to try and pick this one up, and he does.
What do you do
on
here?
the long stick.
Stand there. Stand there. Stand. Just stand.
This is the senior right here. Just find somebody, and he does. And Lonnie brings it out.
He's going to get 2 guys. Run away.
32 seconds to go.
Run away. Don't stand up. See, now he's in a corner with 2 guys. now we're fighting for the ball. What if this was a 1-goal game? We need to drill for ourselves. Just run away.
Broncos come out with that, and Lonnie has it again. Lonnie's just saying, go ahead. Now we'll just kick it back out. Avery Deacon, I think, took
That's
a
a blue
shot.
ball. We turned it over.
10 seconds to go. I don't think they can get 3 goals in 10
You're
seconds.
Right. But we didn't have to
it
turn it over.
may not have been pretty, but it used up time.
Yes, it did. But again, what if this were a 1-goal game? Don't we want to put muscle memory in ourselves to have experience to killing?
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Killing a couple minutes. And this will go.
So the time will expire. That is the end of the game between the Bella Vista Broncos and the West Park Panthers. And Bella Vista wins this one. And here come the players onto the field, the youth players, the JV players, and the varsity players here as the Bella Vista Broncos win this one tonight 10-7 and take sole possession of third place in the Capital Valley Conference.
Left side of the screen right there, you got like a U5 out there. You know, he's what is he, class of 38 or something like that.
Class of 38, wow.
I can't do the math, but he's real little, but he's out there with his probably a big brother who's could be all of a U8 or something like that. So, you know, like you said, great to have all the little kids out here who can join in all the fun.
Oh, here it is. Sorry, was looking for something.
Yeah, we're moving to the post game. Got to get the gear for it.
Yes, indeed.
So here come all the little kids joining the BV huddle over here on the right side, and you talk about what are they getting? They're getting this right here. They're getting. Tell you one thing they're getting is what it smells like. You ever been around a lacrosse team? It'll get to you. So handshakes with the guys who all know each other. Some of them who know each other. Oh, the little kids are going through the handshake too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
They've never done it with big guys like that, and the West Parker guys are doing it with them too. So the little guys only come up to the high schoolers' waists.
And these class of 38 or whatever it's going to be, I don't even want to think about how old I'm going to be.
That might not even be high enough. The kid is 38. It's only 12 years from now.
Yeah.
Class of 45 or something.
But
try
still,
to do the math.
They're going to be the ones that that are going to bring the future to this program.
Well, and imagine you do it this year. Let's say they're U8. There's some guys that are pretty little here. Let's even call them 10. They're going to do this for 4 more years before they even go to high school. So just, you know, and I'll tell you, when you get to high school then, it's just the tiniest little bit of experience about being around intensity. And they're getting a photo, big guys, little guys, all in one photo out on the Bronco logo out in the middle.
Yeah, getting the young guys with the varsity players. It was really cool after the girls' game because we got everybody out there.
Yeah,
got the boys, got the girls. And you didn't get a chance to talk about this during the game, but Cody Simpson, Nate Jones, and Oliver Thompson, their sisters, all played in the game earlier. So the family affair as far as lacrosse for those families. And, of course, Kyler, Cody's older brother, we saw him. He was here as on spring break from college and was able to enjoy and watch the game tonight. So the pictures are being taken.
We get the coach taking the picture. We need the coach in the picture. Didn't get it, but still, great.
That's okay. I think that this is all about the kids tonight. So Coach Wilson is bringing the team off the field, and looks like maybe he wants to talk to them for a little bit. He remembers. I don't think he's going to forget. So he's going to let the team huddle around, and then we'll get to hear from everybody when they're done. So for Bella Vista, 2 weeks from tonight is their next game. They will be here against Rio Americano, a team that they beat pretty easily in the earlier matchup that was held over at Rio. And so they will be seeing the Raiders here on Wednesday, April 8th. So that's a couple of weeks from now. we will have the girls' game against West Park this Friday to close out the pre-spring break schedule. That will begin. That is a 5:30 face-off and a 5:20 broadcast time. A lot of fun tonight as we brought you the doubleheader tonight with the girls and the boys. So Coach Wilson is coming over, and oh boy, you're a pro at this now, Chris. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Try again.
Yeah, I'm a little speechless after that one. That one there was a lot of intense moments in that game.
Well, they wouldn't go away. That's for certain. You would get out on the lead, and then they would come back and get out on the lead again, and then you'd come back, and you're right. It was just a real back and forth one.
Yeah, we've kind of struggled the last couple games closing out the second quarter, and we kind of fell into that same trap again and gave up a couple goals at the end of that quarter. Message at halftime I think was pretty simple. Obviously there was a lot of things from an effort and energy level that I think that we were kind of missing in that first half. So the mindset is that we have two ways we could take this game, right? We can look at it half glass full, or we can look at it half glass empty, right? And so we started thinking about it from the standpoint of we didn't really deserve to be in that game after the first half, but we were. So let's take advantage of it, and let's start get back to our gameplay and defense locked in. We struggled there especially in the second quarter, and I thought our defensive intensity was a lot better in that second half.
Yeah, good message at the half. We talked up here about intensity, raise the intensity level to make the difference. It wasn't West Park ahead, or no, it was tied, right?
They were up by one.
They were up by one
at half.
Yeah,
yes.
So they had come back and it got some momentum and so on. So we were saying up here, well, raise the intensity level because we said in the beginning these two teams are so similar. So the team that has a greater intensity, likely might they win, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the last couple of games I've heard your call, and I mean, between West Park, Wood Creek, St. Mary's, I mean, all and us, we're all very similar teams.
Yeah.
So I think the second half of the season, it's going to be a dogfight. I mean, every game matters. We had a phenomenal game on Monday against Vista, so I mean, and I don't think Vista's out of play either. I mean, I think if we play our best, we can play with anybody right now. I mean, outside of Whitney and a couple of the other Oak Ridge elite teams.
I did wonder at the end of the first half when they scored those two goals in the final minute of the first half to take the lead, if there might have been a sense of deja vu in people's heads going back to last Monday, because very close to what happened on Monday.
Yeah, I had a couple thoughts in my head. I don't know if I want to share them, but it wasn't great headspace in that moment. Yes.
Well, but look what you did. The message you gave them, and then look how they responded. So great work on both sides, coaches and players. We were talking up here before the game too. George was saying two similar teams, very critical game as it was. Playoff implications really, and I was saying how whoever won this tonight is a quality win. And
yeah,
so,
I mean, I think so, and it's a quality win for I mean, you don't want to think too far ahead in the season. There's still so many games left, but this was an important one for us. I mean, I don't ever want to say must win this early, but this felt like one of those that we really needed if we wanted to stay in the hunt.
We were saying trajectory.
Yeah.
This one sets trajectory. So it doesn't seal the deal, doesn't finish it. Long way to go, just like you said, but sets the trajectory, and great timing before spring break looms here real soon.
Yeah, and I also think you started. I mean, we've been talking about cutters for a while, and I think we started connecting on a few of those, and had a couple of good opportunities off of some of those cuts. So I think we're starting to see some of that off-ball movement working.
Yeah, that's great.
And the Chase Jones photobomb, right?
Photobomb.
So, also, obviously the wins are and the games and the results. Those are the most important things. But the other things that we're watching tonight, Thomas Lonnie with 4 goals. To 86 or 85 on his career, 15 shy of the century mark. This would be the 3rd straight season a Bella Vista Bronco gets to a career 100 goals if he makes it. So we're getting close with that.
I mean, let's just talk about Lonnie for a minute. The dude's an absolute gamer, man. I mean, he injured his wrist in the first half at the end of the first half in the Vista game. He played the rest of that game, and he came up tonight and he played huge for us. I mean, my message before the game was stay out of trouble, and I didn't see someone staying out of trouble. So, I'll have to have a talk with him after that. But he is. I mean. He's always ready to play, and he always puts his best foot forward. I don't know if you noticed too, but Joe Reynolds was out tonight. He's a big part of our offense, and it was really nice to see some other players step up and have huge games. Avery's been big for us all season.
Right.
Cody Jackson, all of those guys. But we had Evan with the goal, actually a couple goals.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see. We still were able to get a lot of guys scoring and a lot of guys involved in the offense.
And that first goal for Evan, that was his reaction to that one was just amazing. It's like, what just happened here? It's like,
yeah, we were all thinking what just happened, but the ball's in the back of the net, so that's all that counts,
and it kicked off his stick, so he gets the credit for it.
It's kind of becoming our thing. Every game we have one of those goals where you're like, how did that go in? But they all count.
Yeah, there's the two defensive goals that you benefited.
We'll
from.
take them all. We'll take them all.
Indeed,
Everyone.
you have to.
Hey, now
Absolutely.
luck for getting that first one. Of course, we'll take them all. They all count. But his second goal, there we were saying he's standing in there where you're going to draw a crowd instantly, right? So you're going to get crushed.
Yeah.
He's got his back not fully to the goal. He catches the ball well, turns and puts a great shot in there. Young guy with the presence of mind to get all of that done in a place where trouble's coming, and he did it.
I mean, there's a reason why we've stuck with him, the whole season in terms of putting him out there, right? I mean, I know it's always going to be tough when you're a sophomore and you're trying to, get into the mix. But I mean, I think we're seeing now what he's going to be capable of, especially moving into next season. So he's getting a lot of growth right now.
What about one thing? What about the confidence he just gained by doing that?
Yeah, huge.
Right?
I mean, huge confidence.
Yeah. So the rest of the season for him is going to be different, I bet.
Absolutely.
And speaking of growth, the physical growth for Evan when he gets that, because he's a little guy. He's not afraid, and he's not intimidated. But as he adds to the height, that's even going to be better for him.
I would say but in some ways being small and shifty can work out for you too. So I think probably him taking advantage of some of his size or lack thereof might be an advantage as well.
All right. Well, Chris, thank you very much. The guys desert you tonight?
No, I've got a couple players. I've got Jackson Ellsworth, who
okay.
I mean, obviously, he's a gamer every game. We could talk to him every game if you wanted to. And then I've also got Aaron Bryan over here.
Oh, yeah.
We've asked him to step up and play a lot of D midi, offensive midi. He had a big game for us tonight. He controlled possession. I always feel comfortable when the ball's in his stick, and he's grown a lot over the years. So
right,
let's get Jackson over here. Come on.
And in the change, we could put the camera over a little to the right. We got Wilson hamming it up with the pretty girls and the other guys. He's getting all his pictures taken.
Oh, yeah.
Getting his post-game action.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
What happened this whole time? I do not hear it. Did it turn off?
Is it?
What happened?
There's Wilson. The hamming it up might be over, but we got getting Ellsworth here.
Yeah, can you
geared up?
Okay. Is
It's too much radiation coming off those pink shoes. I think it's interrupting the microphone.
okay? So it should be on.
There he
You
is.
hear us now, Jackson?
Nope.
You don't hear us. Well, so the dial at the top is what turns it on and off.
Of course, if they can't hear us, they won't get the instruction.
There should be a light that comes on. The screen should light up when it turns on, but
There we go.
Hello?
now you should hear us.
We can hear you.
Hello?
You there?
I hear you.
You hear us. Okay, very good, Jackson.
Wait, hold on. It's cutting in and out.
Why don't you step a little closer? And just have to get the receiver.
The satellite's
get closer.
really far away.
Yeah, there we go. So hopefully that's better.
No.
It isn't getting any better.
Wave it around.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right.
Okay, he's
that's
just
it.
gonna
stand like that.
What a great shot. on
Stand like that.
All right. Well, hey, Jackson, you had the first goal of the game. A couple of goals here. Some big passes, some huge ground balls there at the end, and just a big win tonight. Just your thoughts on how this went tonight.
We came out a little loose, but then once halftime picked up, we came out like we played Whitney and Vista, and we came out, we played hard. We left everything in the past, and we had the better half.
You did. You definitely did. Your coach was telling us that his message at halftime, and we were saying up here, raise the intensity. You guys did, and you spread the goal differential there in the second half. And we were saying earlier too, this is the quality win. You guys are two similar teams. They had a winning record, and you guys took it to them, and so you should feel really great about this. And here you are in the beginning of the second half. They're middle of the season, middle of the second half of the season. Great momentum. You earned it.
Thank you.
Well, certainly a huge night tonight. I want to ask you, being the Fair Oaks Lacrosse night as well, and the youth players here, how important is that for them to get a chance to be out here and be on the bench and hang out with you guys and see what it's like to play at this level?
Oh, it's so important. I mean, it's a whole different level out here, and it like gets the youth excited to come out and play. It gets them motivated. It's like they want to play. It's a whole different like playing field out here, and I think they like that.
Do you remember back to when you were that age?
Very vaguely. I remember lots of fun. We won that dime, and we all stormed the field, and I think that's like the biggest memory is just being able to see your upperclassmen and your future teammates to win, and everyone be a family in one team.
Well, you are definitely laying the groundwork for those youngsters that are playing there. Heading off into spring break, your next game is 2 weeks from tonight against Rio. Thoughts as we get into, I guess, the second half of the season, although you're beyond the halfway mark. The games just get even more important as we get closer to the end of the season.
Yeah. I mean, the second half of the season is definitely, well, mentally, I think it could be harder because you know these teams now. You know what they're going to run, and it's just you basically know their team. So we got to come out. We got to remember what we did last time. Lots of film review this time around, and it's just same thing. Bring out the intensity and let's just hard work.
All right, Jackson, thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy spring break.
Thank you.
And we will see you on the other side of the break.
All right, see you.
All right, let's get Aaron hooked up here.
Good game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so Aaron Bryan is going to come over and join us. And we'll get the earpiece in there. And hopefully he won't have the same issues. Can you hear us okay, Aaron? There you are.
Hi. Oh no, I'm good. I feel like James Bond.
Well, and if you want to try lowering that and see if it works, so you don't have to stick your hand in the air, we could give that a try there. Oh.
Okay, I'm good.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm good.
Well, Coach was talking about the role that you're playing on this team this year, kind of more on a defense. We do see you on the offensive setup as well, but kind of doing the behind-the-scenes stuff. Tell me about your role and what your goals are, is what you want to accomplish here.
Oh gosh. Okay. So this year I've just been kind of thinking this is my year before things get serious. Well, I mean it's serious right now, but before it gets real serious next year, my senior year. So I'm just kind of trying to improve in all sections so I can really just be a team player next year.
Coach,
go ahead.
Coach said you were playing defensive midi.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Pardon?
How does it feel? Do you like it?
It's definitely new. Oh, hold on. Okay, it's definitely new. It's something that I'm not exactly used to, and I've definitely got a lot of work to do, but I think it's a great position for me to learn.
Timing, man, is so important playing defensive midi. You know, when to slide, how to communicate with others, and so it's a casual viewer might not know it, but there is so much to learn as a defensive midi. And it's so intense. How freaked out are you when they have the ball and they're about to shoot? It's very intense, right?
Amen.
They have the ball. They're going to score. They're going to score. They're going to score. And so you got your guy. You're yelling. You're pounding him. You're pounding him. You're pounding him. And then the ball goes somewhere. And then so you step back. You communicate to your help, going, I got your right here. I got your left. And then all of a sudden the ball comes to your guy, and you got I'm the slide. I'm the one. I'm the two. There's a lot going on defense.
I couldn't have said it better.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's very, very intense, and up here, the fan or the viewer of the video here, or the fan up here in the stands, they don't know that all that's happening, but there's a ton going on, and then of course, how about clears? The coach said, some of the past, the clears might have been a little bit difficult today, but they're going better. But you're on the clear team, right? As a defensive midi, you're the clear.
I definitely am, and it just feels so great, especially like when a clear comes across and you're able to just get that ball and get it to the other side. It puts a smile on my face to just be able to actually do something and get the ball to the other team.
What a relief.
Amen.
What a relief. It's been so intense playing defense. Oh, my God, they're going to score. And then now we have the ball. We got it done. And you can either stay on and play offense, cool, or you can come off and get a breath.
Amen.
Or get attacked by a teammate.
You're right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so heading into spring break, next game is in a couple of weeks. What would you like to do in spring break?
Oh my goodness. I am going to shoot, and then probably shoot some more.
Okay.
And then wall ball, wall ball, wall ball, wall ball.
Great.
Definitely the essentials, that's really the best thing I could probably do right now. And maybe hang out with a couple of the guys, team bonding.
A little bit of rest. I know you probably got some practices scheduled during this next week, but you get the next game is in a couple of weeks against Rio Americano. It'll be here before you know it, right?
This season has gone by so fast right now.
Always does.
It's just whizzing past, right before it's like, ooh, this is going to be a long one, but I'm in the middle of it right now, and I'm looking back. It's gone really quick.
Hey, when you're practicing shooting, suggestion: shoot straight over, right? And here's some fun, maybe. And you got the guys in a couple of weeks. Go get a couple of cowbells.
Cowbells.
And a couple of bungee cords.
Bungee cords.
Hang the cowboys. Do them too, because I'm a Redskin fan. Hang the cowbells in the top corners.
Okay.
And ring the cowbells when you shoot.
I got you, top Chad.
Yep.
Well, there you go. So
and
with
it makes,
the stick, yeah.
makes some great noise when you're banging the top corners. And so, but yes, shoot straight over. So many guys are shooting sidearm. It's easy to miss sidearm. Shooting straight over is much more accurate. It's good drill. Get the muscle memory.
Will do.
Yep.
All right, there's a coaching tip from Coach Halsworth for you. All right, Aaron, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on the win tonight. Look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Of course. Thank you guys so much.
Yep, good game.
All right, that's Aaron Bryan. He is our second of the two players,
and
along
a junior.
with Coach Chris Wilson. Yes, he will be back next year. Jackson Ellsworth is a senior, so he graduates this year.
List the juniors right here.
Okay, so the juniors are Joe Reynolds. Avery Deacon will be back. Let's see. Cody Simpson is a senior. That's a misprint. And then we have Aaron Bryan, who we just talked to. Lev Elliott's going to be the goalie next year. Rylan Wilson. And then we got a number of sophomores on the varsity as well. Mr. Merrick that we were talking about. Nate Jones. Oliver Thompson. And it's really cool. As we mentioned, Nate Jones, Cody Simpson, Oliver Thompson, each has a sister in the girls program. So,
but that junior class, their names get mentioned a lot.
Yes.
So
and they will get mentioned more.
Yeah. So when those guys come back, so the returning players for next year, long way from now, and let's finish this year and let's get in the playoffs this year. But just since I saw he's a junior, we're talking to him. The junior class looks pretty good. So next year's seniors, next year's leaders looks pretty good.
And we mentioned the sophomores; they're getting some valuable time as well, and so they're going to have more critical roles next year as well. So that's the future is bright. We were talking with this during the girls' game. I should have brought my sunglasses. The future is so bright; got to wear shades.
Got to wear shades.
Yeah, indeed. All right, well, David, thank you very much. Enjoy the next couple of weeks off.
Thank
and we'll
you.
see you on April 8th. Want to remind you that the girls will be playing West Park on Friday. That's a 5:30 start here at Bronco Stadium. We'll get it started at 5:20 here with the live stream, the final lacrosse match involving any Bella Vista team before spring break. And then we're back on the air. The next boys game is going to be on April 8th. There's actually a girls game on April 6th, which we will talk about more on Friday night during the girls broadcast. So the girls are going to be right back in there, right after Easter Sunday. They'll be back on the turf on April 6th. So Bella Vista wins it tonight, a 10-7 win, big win for the Broncos. They are now in sole possession of third place, a game ahead, plus the early tiebreaker against West Park. So the primary mission accomplished tonight. All right, we want to say thanks to our crew. Thank you for everybody that helped put this together. The doubleheader tonight. We thanked our crew for the efforts on the girls' broadcast at the end of this one. Our camera operator tonight, Danielle Harris. Our producer is Julie Tharlson. For David Halsworth, I'm George Tharlson. Have a great night, everyone, and we will see you on Friday.